We've all had jobs we hate, filled with monotonous tasks, run by bosses who waste our time and laid over hours that stretch toward eternity. Modern life is slowly killing us, in tiny boxes baked under the punishing glow of fluorescent lighting. But we as a society have accepted this, and we pretend that it's a virtue to be paid for this obscene torture. All too often we dream of escape, our minds drift, and we fantasize about how all of this may be a part of some greater scheme. Pinch that arm of yours, because that might not be just a fantasy. Mike Judge's 1999 cult classic comedy Office Space follows Peter Gibbons, a jaded programmer whose job is to systematically go through thousands of lines of code in anticipation of Y2K at a company called Initech. It's a role that's slowly killing him. That is, until one day his girlfriend talks him into going to see an occupational therapist, who mid-hypnotherapy session has a heart attack and dies. During this session, something snaps in Peter. Maybe those years of monotonous work have finally caught up to him. Or maybe another spell has been broken. Peter and his co-workers Samir Nahinajar and Michael Bolton, no relation to the Grammy-winning pop singer, are about to lose their jobs in company downsizing. In retaliation, they devise a way to steal money from the company through a computer virus they modeled after 1983's Superman 3. However, little do they know that they are not the only ones scheming, as Reddit user Your Black Luck hypothesizes that the company's vice president, Bill Lumbergh, has intentions of his own. Your Black Luck theorizes that the downsizing is a symptom of a bigger problem for Initech, and that they've been treading water. Lumbergh has in fact been hiding the true condition of the company in an effort to cover up his failings as vice president.
Corporate accounts payable, Nina speaking. Just a moment. Corporate accounts payable, Nina speaking.
That means the brain cell killing day-to-day isn't a side effect of a horrible job, it's the effect. And Lumbergh has cultivated the company culture with this in mind.
You see, we're putting the cover sheets on all TPS reports now before they go out. Did you see the memo about?
By doing so, he has been farming potential candidates to take the fall, and after hiring a pair of business consultants to help him in his scheme, the two Bobs, one such candidate materializes, Peter Gibbons. Peter's blatant honesty about his lack of responsibility makes him the perfect patsy, and he even has the stamp of approval from the two Bobs. But not Lumbergh's. Lumbergh hates Peter, and he's unsure if he'll truly be the right fit, which is why his attention turns toward another candidate. Enter Milton Wadhams. To repay investors and prevent scrutiny from employees, Lumbergh will burn down the offices with the help from Milton, an employee who had earlier been terminated but never been notified. A fact the two Bobs discover while researching the financial records. It's serendipitous. The arson would simply be seen as the actions of a lunatic who just needed a final push. Lumbergh believes his plan will go off without a hitch, but he doesn't know about the virus Peter planted in the software, an inconsistency in the financial records caught by none other than Milton, who not only has the ability to change the records, but now has the motivation to carry out the task. In the end, Milton burns down the building, covering up Peter's crimes and the records of his firing. With the records no longer pointing to Milton, the plot of Lumbergh becomes more obvious. It should be noted that in a deleted scene, Peter and his coworkers mention Lumbergh's funeral. Lumbergh did not die in the fire, but rather fled when the financial records were doctored, no longer implicating Milton of the fire. Damn, it feels good to be Milton.